What's up? Dennis here with Analog Archives. All right, hope everybody's doing good. Today I'm doing a kind of a questionnaire or contest for Fumes of Hatred. Trevor at Fumes of Hatred. Cool dude. I've talked to him offline a little bit too. Did a trade. But yeah, check out his channel. He's got 400 subs, old school death metal, underground black metal. Likes a lot of good shit. So definitely check his channel out. I wanted to get in there, make sure to promote this guy's channel. Um, just cause, man, YouTube's kind of weird right now with a bunch of YouTubers like with drama and shit. But um, trying to keep it like old school. But aren't we all? Anyways, he's got some kind of cool questions, so let's get to it. So I'm playing music and I got this new mic and it won't pick up any of the music in the background. Even when I got a new computer, it won't pick up any music in the background. It's like too good. Like it's only getting my voice, which is bizarre. I could fucking turn this shit up like crank it. I don't even think you can hear it, but maybe you can. Who knows? Anyways, if you can hear it, we're listening to Darkland Reach, killer thrash band. I can't remember where these guys are from, but it's one of the bands that's on Tombstone, right along with Silent Scream. Tortoise Corpse, I believe, is on there. Killer shit, man. Kind of like a mix between Metal Church and I don't know, maybe Laz Rocket or something like that, with little speed metal tendencies in there. But yeah, killer fucking stupid ass fucking cover. I don't know what the shit that is. Some weird fucking demon bitch. But shit rules. Anyways, so let's get on to his questions. Resurrect four artists from the grave are an era, like an era of the band you would like to hear now if they were live. So let's see. For me, it would be obviously one of my favorite singers, Bon Scott. So I'd love to see them in this era. Just fucking amazing. Mine are all going to be like eras of when I'd like to see these bands. This would be an era I'd love to see Bon Scott in. Nothing against Brian Johnson. I like some of those records too, but Bon Scott for me is ACDC. So yeah, man, would love it. And then next one would be Dio with Black Sabbath, and especially like this album, man. This is like one of the first Black Sabbath albums I ever got. First time I like really even knew what Black Sabbath was. I bought this record, which is weird because I didn't even know Dio was on vocals at the time. I was like, oh yeah, this rules, man. Black Sabbath is cool. Just a kid, and it was that. But anyways, yep. And let's see what else. I would say mentors, man. Especially this era of the mentors. El Duce with El Duce, man. The guy was just fucking hilarious. He like just fucked around, man. People took him way too seriously than he was. Guy was a showman. Um, Definitely watch it. There's a El Duce documentary. I believe it's on YouTube. It's funny and sad at the same time. But he knew how to manipulate the public for sure. And him on talk shows is just fucking amazing, man. El Duce and the Mentors, awesome shit. All right. So let's see. What's next? Oh, four. I don't know. I don't really have a fourth one. I don't know. Probably Venom with Kronos during the possessed era, possessed era, where they were just fucking on top of their game. I would go with that. All right. List 1 to 4 records you desire that amass up to at least $400. So you would basically have to go on Discogs and then find like 4 records that you want in your collection that amass up to $400, which is not really that hard for me. um, let's see. The Mordicus three-way dissection. Looks like that's about 75 bucks. 7 inch. The Demigod Necropsy split is like 400 bucks by itself. Necrophobic Call 7 inch. Looking at about 200 $50. Absurd, drained of body chemicals, $40. Show No Mercy picture disc, 100. Unleashed, Laughter Has Died, $75. The Rigor Mortis pre-immolation 7-inch on Seraphic Decay, about 100. The Morpheus, which is ex Morpheus Descends, pre Morpheus Descends, $75. And the Toxemia 7-inch at $90. I went way over 400, but fuck it. All right. Up next, I got to go back to the questions. There's 4 concert memories that stand out as either funny, sad, or irritating. Um, Funny. So I think I think this band called Uada, UADA, they're kind of like a black metal kind of, dissection worshiping black cloak wearing guys. I saw that they were playing at a little local club down the street, so me and my son went down there playing with other couple local bands, and there wasn't really like it's black metal. There was all this fog and shit, and you guys in cloaks and stuff, and we're just everybody's kind of just enjoying it. Like it's just pretty mellow. Like they were good live, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like cool night, just having a beer, and then of course there has to be these guys like that have to try to start a pit. Nobody's doing that, dude. What are you doing? Like quit fucking around. Like we're just trying to enjoy the show. Quit. Like they're swinging, bumping into everybody, and everybody's like, "Ah, come on, man!" And they're just being super fucking annoying. It's like this guy and his girlfriend, and they were doing like the arm thing where they run around and shit, having fun. I get it, but apparently they weren't expecting the OG. So when the guy bumps into me, obviously my first reaction, what I always do at shows, is I fucking push people, right? Which no one was doing. I don't know why. But so I push this guy, this kid, whatever. He's in his 20s, and he goes flying. Like I don't even know what the fuck happened, but his whole body goes fucking flying, and he like there's this like railing that's coming down the side that you go down to watch the show, and dude just fucking goes right into that railing and smacks his face in it, and then just grabs his face and runs to the bathroom. And his girlfriend like chases him, and everybody's just kind of looking at me. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like, I just pushed him. Like, we're at a show. But, anyways, that was funny. Actually, most of my funny stories are me like slightly injuring people by accident. Another time, this guy was like moshing, and he was like, being a fucking dick, man. We're just standing there. This was like at one of the Death Fest. I don't know who was playing. Could have been Autopsy or someone. We're just standing there on the outside of the pit. But he's one of those guys that can't stay in the pit. He's got to keep like going at the crowd, like running into him. I'm like, dude, fucking chill the fuck out. So I push him. Like I'm not physically going to him to push him. He's bumping into me. So I push him to get him off of me, and he falls on the ground. And like, and he's like, looks like he's hurt, but he's like getting up, and then he gets up and he's like, I guess he was like mentally challenged, or he had like a physical injury, not physical, but like he was born with something, so he's like limping in the like everybody's like, come on, dude, like be cool. And I'm like, I didn't fucking know he was like, I'm just I was like, sorry, man. I'm like, I'm just trying to have fun here. I'm just watching the show. If someone's gonna bump into me, I don't, then you fucking, that's what happens, man. Like, it just happens. Like, I'm not one of those fucking dicks. Like, when I went and saw Black Flag not that long ago, I was in the pit and there's like some guy like runs like, I don't know, like not full speed, but like from outside the pit. I'm not bumping into anybody outside of my pit area, but he runs and pushes me right in the middle of like one of my like while I'm like moshing, right? So I'm on like one leg and he like pushes me. I go flying onto the ground. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why are you running at me, pushing me like that? It's just weird. It's like, whatever, dude. You always find those guys, and then like the regular dudes are like, get this guy, man. What the fuck's he doing? Anyways, we're drinking some iced coffee after work tonight, so no booze. Booze. Anyways, what else was funny? Trying to read my little. Oh, one time I went. Oh, there's a couple stories I have here. I went and saw this band. I think they're from Colombia called Witch Trap, and they were playing with Witch Haven. I just thought it was cool, and my buddy Ian was like, "Dude, let's go see fucking Witch Trap." So we're like, "Okay, cool." So we get there early. It's me, Ian, and my son, right? And I've seen Witch Haven a few times. I think they're from Southern California, but they're a cool band. And it was like we get there a little early. We're drinking, we have a few refreshments in before the show. Just hanging out, talking, listening to music. I don't know. We usually get there like an hour early just so we can hang out, have a few beers, so we're not like buying fucking 7 beers when we go inside. But so we had like 3 or 4 beers. We go inside, and then Ian, who doesn't normally really drink that much, like in the show, is like kind of pounding them. He's already had like a few, and Witch Haven hasn't even played, and he likes Witch Haven a lot. So, sorry. So he's sitting down, and next thing I know, I look over, he's just passed. Oh, and I'm like, oh fuck, he's just sitting like passed out, right? So, anyways, I'm like, dude, what's up? So I'm like, dude, Witch Haven's about to play, and he's like, nighttime. I'm like, what? And he just fucking conks out again. And at that point, my son's like, "You're driving home, right?" I'm like, yeah, because he was supposed to drive home because I drove there. But so, anyways, it was funny. Nighttime. And he got up. He's like, "Dude, what did I missed like half the show." I'm like, "Yeah, you missed Witch Haven and Witch Trap. Witch Trap were killer. If you guys don't know Witch Trap, check them out. Kind of killer, old school sodomy, old school first wave black metal stuff. Thrashy though. Their first record's fucking sick. Sorceress Bitch, I think it's called. That album's sick. And then another time, I went and saw um, what was that band? I wrote it down. Oh, MOD, Method of Destruction. This was like maybe like 10 years ago or so, and they were playing again at some local spot with a bunch of shitty bands, like hardcore bands, but they were like crappy, like Christian bands, which was weird. But I don't think MOD had anything to do with that. They were just on the bill, and it was just Billy Milano. No one else was from the band at all anymore. But the fucking cool thing was, it was like we're gonna play USA for MOD and half the set, and the others, or yeah, half the set was MOD, the other half was SOD. Fuck, dude, I was like, hell yeah! So they played all of the SOD record, all of the MOD record. Yeah, I was just having fun, and this guy like in the pit comes up and like he's got his arm around me. He's like, "Yeah, dude, what's up?" And I'm like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "Blah blah blah." He's like talking to me, and then like he leaves, and then he comes back again. He's like, "How you been, dude?" Blah blah blah. It's cool to see you here. And I'm like, "The fuck is this guy?" And then finally he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, you're not the dude I thought you were." Like, nope, I don't know you either. But it was pretty funny because he was just so fucking stoked. And then one time that wasn't funny, went and saw fucking Power Trip, and I've seen Power Trip a few times. Back again, small club, and my son and I were there, and they're doing all the hardcore dancing shit. My son doesn't do that. I wasn't going in the pit or whatever. I was just probably up front or close to the front, and I guess my son for some reason decided he was going to start a circle pit. and then he ran into some fucking hardcore dancing two-stepper kid, and then the two-stepper kids like started trying to start a fight with him. I'm like, the fuck? And he was like pushing. He's like, come on, right now, motherfucker. And I'm like, so I came in there and I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck are you doing? And he's like, it's cool, dude. It's cool. I'm like, yeah, fucking picking on fucking my son's like half my size. It's like, really, dude? Come on. Fucking assholes at shows sometimes. But anyways, I've been that asshole. One time I was at, well, we'll talk about some of my four favorite shows or some favorite shows. Um, I was at Excel and DRI, and I think there was another crossover band, but I was so fucking stoked, dude. We were in Santa Cruz, and Excel was on because DRI was headlining, and I'm like, yeah, and I was like yelling out demo songs. I was like that fucking drunk guy in the front, like, yeah, fucking Gods of Power, man. Like yelling out demo tracks that singer's just like, come on, dude. Like, we're not gonna play that. But yeah, that was a great show. I've seen Excel like four times, but this was like I've seen them two times like back in the day, and then two times when they reformed. First time when they reformed is fucking amazing, man. In Oakland. Yeah, go check out that show on YouTube. I think I was in the pit the whole fucking time. You could see me. I'm just like, because no one was really in the pit. I mean, there was like eight people in there, but sound was amazing too. What else? More cool shows. One show I saw in Oakland, Ripple Kula, if I'm pronouncing that right. Never thought I'd see that band, but they played with Ace Felix, Demolick. I've seen. Um, that was a sick show. Uh, one time I went and saw Cannibal Corpse and like ended up like hanging out outside, and there was a guy and a woman there, and I was like just sitting up against the wall, and she was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" I'm like, "Not much." And she's like, "You like death metal?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, we just moved here." And she's like, "I got horses. You should come ride horses and with us." And I'm like, I don't ride horses." But anyways, she's like, "Oh, this is my husband, so and so, and he was from the band Vile." And I'm like, "Oh fuck, dude, I know Vile." And he was like, "Yeah, dude, what's up? I'm the guitar player, or was the guitar player of Vile." So I got to hang out with them for a while. That was fun. Um, Drank a little bit with them and some other stuff. And then another time, one of my favorite times, man, was going to see Repulsion. I went with Daryl, one of my buddies, who was the first guitar player for um, Exhumed. So we go because Matt Harvey he was playing in Repulsion that night. So it was like him and the other two guys and like maybe a different drummer. It was the singer and the bass. I don't remember. It was two original guys from Repulsion. He's like, dude, let's go fucking hang out with Matt and Repulsion. I'm like, what? So we go up and they're like, what's up, dude? Oh, I like your tattoo, fucking Dawn of the Dead. I'm like, oh, cool, dude, thanks. And he's like, hey, grab a beer, and we just started fucking drinking beers. So drinking beers with Repulsion, hanging out with them, cool, just talking horror movies and shit. That was hella fun. Um, but yeah, that was a fun time. What else did I write down here? One time I went and saw this band of Aseptic. They're from San Jose, and there was another band called. They were from out of town. So it was like a local club show where you don't really pay to get in. It's more like a pool hall. God damn it, can't remember their name. Bastard something. I don't know. But anyways, um, for some reason they couldn't play. They were underage, so they started kicking them out. And I guess the guy started shit. And there's a bunch of like San Jose is kind of weird. Like some of those shows, there's like a bunch of gangbangers there, kind of like a suicidal tendencies type of vibe. But they're not like dressed in bandanas and shit. But they're just all tatted up and they're a part of the Sanho crew, whatever. So they started like, "What's up, fools?" Like starting to try to kick their ass. I don't. Agnostic blunt? It's not blunt. It's agnostic something, but it's not blunt. Agnostic Christ or something. But anyways, so they ended up running these guys out of the fucking venue. Like they were security, like get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. And they were like, there was all the cops came, and I don't know, one of the guys had a knife, and then uh, they left a bunch of merch, and my son got a shirt and a demo. So yeah. Anyways, let me see if that's all the questions. I didn't mean to talk this long. I thought it was gonna be like 10 minutes. Yeah. Anyways, that's it. So hope you enjoyed my ramblings. But anyways, go check out Fumes of Hatred. I'll leave a link for his shit. I think his contest ends tomorrow. He's doing like giving away some cool shit. One thing I saw that he had was a Venom Legion's fucking back patch. I want that. That's about it. I mean, anybody else can have the other shit. I think he's giving out like some black metal demos and some death metal like demos and shit. Newer stuff, obviously, but yeah. But cool, super cool dude, Trevor. Cheers, man, on your 400 subs. I know you'll be up to fucking 15 billion soon. But cheers, man, and all you dudes at YouTube. I will be back soon. So cheers, guys. Appreciate